joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And it's the Knicks to start out. Outside Hart. Towns up top. Pass to Brunson. And it's off from three-point range. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Here's Irving to the wing, right side. There's the drive. Back to Washington. Out to Thompson. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From the elbow. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Three-pointer, Bridges. He buries it from 3.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Thompson. Washington outside. Back to Thompson. And stolen by Brunson. Bridges with it. And it's blocked by Davis.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Hart goes in. Blocked again! Here's Irving. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
Hart from long range. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Washington with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Back to Washington. Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Davis. And Davis slams it home.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis can put on the show in there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Pass to Towns. 1:49 left in the opening quarter. Back to Achua. And here's McBride. Towns outside. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. That ties the game.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Now here's Washington. Yet to see a basket. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achua. That's his first foul of the game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And here's Thompson for 3. Pass to Washington. And here is Irving. Brunson defending. Here's Gafford. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Nice read by Thompson right there, you know, showing he's more than just a shooter with plays like this.
Towns outside. Outside Hart. Now here's McBride. Outside Achua. Pass to McBride. Clock at 4. And again, New York with the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Davis. And he makes it on the layup. Davis has got 6 points.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Here's Towns. Stolen by Gafford. Back to Irving. And he gets the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Knicks trail by 3. Outside McBride. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Washington left side. Back to Irving. Over Brunson. And that's not going to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Dallas on top. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here's Thompson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Hart pulls it in. Knicks trail by 5. Achua with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. Kept alive. Here's Towns. The layup misses.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Irving for 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Achua for 3. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 5. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside Davis. Oh, big man slam by the big man Davis.
Keeping that head on the swivel, eyes alert. Washington doing a nice job finding this man there.
Outside Achua. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game. Timeout. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Here's Brunson. Here's Tucker. New York again can't hit. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavs. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Robinson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. And the Knicks with possession. Nothing on offense from them yet in the second quarter. And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That'll be a second foul of the game. Right side Tucker. Outside Hart. To end the drought. Blocked! And they'll keep possession. Pass to Brunson. 5 on the clock. Here's McBride. That three's off the mark. The Mavericks lead by 7. Here's Prosper. Checked by Tucker. On the wing, Thompson. He's got 5. Here's Marshall. Fires the 3. Hart pulls it in. Knicks trail by 7. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Miles McBride picks one up.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
So he gets them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
And there's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his first foul of the game.
14 foul.
1:27 left in the first half. Back to Brunson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Dinwiddie's got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Tucker. It's Robinson, high post. And the layup is good off the glass.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And here's Lively. Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Pass to Brunson. Outside Hart. Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Dinwiddie outside. No good from outside. Outside Brunson. 1 second left. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ending the quarter up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left to this one. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Mavericks lead by 10. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Exum. And the three off target. Knicks trail by 13. Outside Payne. It's Bridges on the wing. Got a hand on it. And the ball out of play. The Mavericks will have it. Irving looking around. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 13. New York, again, can't hit. Pass to Irving. Lively with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. And Davis slams it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
There's the three. They get it again. Pass to Lively. Washington outside. Fires from deep. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks trail by 17. Outside Achua. To stop the run. To the left wing. And here's Payne outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Exum. Achua with the rebound. Bridges right side. And Anunoby for three. Here's Towns. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's tipped.
Tenacious defender. Bridges covers so well.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
New York, again, can't hit.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Outside Davis. Pass to Exum. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Outside for Irving. Exum outside. And here's Davis. Irving for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Irving's got 9.
And Kyrie is a threat from anywhere beyond the arc, including those corners. Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. They still need this. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
It's Thompson, high post. To the inside. Stolen. From outside the arc. McBride can't get it to go.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Pass to Gafford. Outside for Davis. the mark there with a three. Knicks trail by 18. Poked loose. Stolen by Davis. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Working it to the open teammate that time. Excellent awareness from Davis.
Here's Dadier. To the right side. Pass to Robinson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Irving. The crossover. Davis with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
When AD gets going like this, it's almost impossible to slow him down. He's got so many different ways to beat you.
Gafford with the bucket.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Achua for three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Pass to Hart. For three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Here's Towns. 5 to shoot. Now Anunoby. The three ball. Tries yet again. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Yeah, you know, Towns is a big physical guy, rugged inside. He uses that size to draw the foul.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Brunson outside. And again, the Knicks missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Thompson goes in. And that one's good.
When he's moving at full speed, Thompson can be really tricky to handle.
Brunson taking his time here. Hart from long range. Kicks it out to Anunoby. New York, no good that time either.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Pass to Brunson. Towns with the ball. He's guarded by Gafford. Second shot opportunity. Anunoby on the wing. Here's Towns. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's Irving off the drive. Good.
Boy, how about that crafty drive by Irving, anticipating the contact and able to get around and through it.
Bridges outside. From downtown. Mavericks with the rebound. The three from Thompson. And Anunoby pulls it down. And New York has possession. Stolen by Davis. Outside Irving. High arcing shot. And Anunoby pulls it down. Outside Hart. Beyond the arc. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Dallas, no good that time either.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Hart from long range. New York, again, can't hit.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And New York has possession. Down low. Stolen by Gafford. Davis with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Pass to Gafford. The three is up. Now here's Davis. A deep three. Hart pulls it in. It's Bridges on the wing. Three-pointer. Davis with a rebound. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And so it's New York with it. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Mavericks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Davis.
And his activity level on defense, self-evident, racking up steals, deflections. I mean, he was a handful tonight.
Irving, no good. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Offensive rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Again, the miss by Dallas. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Pass to Davis. Back to Thompson. Shoots from 12. Here's Davis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges. And he drops the first.
At the line for Dallas, Anthony Davis taking 2 shots.
That one misses. For 3, Bridges. Can't hit that one.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And Dallas calls time here. Only 2 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
The 3, Gafford. No good. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most